Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Wednesday, August 4th, 2010. I'm just going to jump right into it, starting with some comments from yesterday. First person wants to know, do I trade after a news piece if I get a signal, or do I wait 30 minutes after? Basically, the only thing I won't trade is the actual news candle itself. After that candle, if the very next candle is a signal, then I will enter. Making sure that all the other rules are in line. But if the rules are in line, even if it's the candle right after the news candle, I'll go ahead and enter. There's nothing wrong with that. Good question. The next one, next person wants to know about July. It was a poor month. Could be contributed with the cable running around 150. And you know what? Psychology plays a big part in trading. Especially when it reaches major levels like that. So that could be a cause of it. There could be, there's never one cause for a price movement to be going one way or the other. It's a combination of several, different factors. This could be one of them. It could be probably the biggest factor, but it's never just one thing. And that's the thing you must remember as a trader. There could be certain things that attribute to it, but it's never just a single entity, a single news report. It's a culmination of not just economic factors, but psychological factors as well. And you're going to kill yourself if you try to pinpoint every single thing. And like I said, it's good to have an understanding because then you won't be in the dark about things. But again, trying to figure things out to the T to me is just a little bit too stressful, I would say. But again, it's good to know that, and definitely a psychological break or resistance at 150 could be a major factor in that. So I'm not discounting that fact, but definitely good question, good insight. And I'm glad that you're also talking with members on the forums. That's the thing about trading. First of all, it helps you stay in check. Also gives you new ideas when you trade with other people. But also, it's just more fun, actually. I mean, trading by yourself can be boring because you're alone. And if you have people to trade with or people to bounce ideas with, it makes things a lot more fun. And fun is always good. So, great comments. Again, if you have anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Now let's just jump right into it. Open up my 4-hour chart first. Again, we've been seeing this big uptrend since July 22nd. At the start of our day, no new trend change candles, therefore the trend is still up. And if I move through today's action, no new trend change candles as well. So our trend was up the entire day, and we're only looking for long trades. But you can see, though, towards the end of the day that we're seeing some bearish movement there. So by tomorrow, we could be seeing a downtrend. But as for today, the trend was up the entire day, and we only look for long trades. All right. So now I'm on my 15-minute chart. I'm going to move it back to before midnight. And first things first, so I want to take a look at my news events for the day. So again, you can go to babypips.com, click on this Tools tab, and it's going to automatically bring up the news events for the day. Again, I can't stop raving about our calendar because it is awesome. I've used a lot of calendars in the past, and this one by far trumps every other calendar out there. Alright, so today's August 4th. We're looking for news that affects either the sterling or the dollar. And, if we go through, we're only looking for medium to high importance news events. So if we go down here at 428, we'll just say 430 there with the sterling. You can see services PMI had a couple of dots there, so that's noteworthy. Now, if I keep going, down here to 8:15, we have the ADP employment survey. Again, not that big of an impact, so we're not going to worry about that. At 10 a.m., you can see ISM non-manufacturing. That had a lot of importance, so we're going to jot that down as well. So really, the only news events to watch out for were at 4:30 and 10 a.m. So we're just going to write that down in a notepad or set some kind of alert to let us know when those news events come out, because we don't want to be in during those times. Alright, so now that we have our news events handy and we know we're only looking for long trades, I'll begin my day. And I'm going to move my chart forward one candle at a time and give you my thought process along the way, and hopefully it'll get you thinking similar to how I think when it comes to trading the system. That way you know that you're trading the system correctly. Alright, so here we get a crossover at 230, RSI's above 50, stochastics trending up. MACD went from negative to positive, so this is a valid entry. Now our news isn't until 4:30, so we do have some time here before the news comes out. Again, if I am still in the market though, when news is about to hit, I will exit my trade, whether or not I'm in a profit or loss. So I'm going to exit here at the close of the candle, or as close to it as possible. In this case, it's 59.38. Our stop will be at the most recent swing low at 59.15. Now, our target, our nearest 50 or 0 level is at 59.50. Only gives us about 12 pips, even without the spread. So that's not very much. So at this point, I want to go for the same amount of pips I'm risking on my trade. So to do that, basically, I'm just going to take my entry, which is 59.38. Subtract it from our stop at 59.15, and we get a difference of 23 pips. Now we're just going to add that onto our entry, and we will get a target at 59.61. Okay. So now I'll just move my trade forward, and you can see in the very next candle our target does get hit. Obviously not a clean break, so you just want to get out as close as you can to that target. I didn't get quite out at 59.61. I did get out at 59.58. So grab some pips there, jot that in the books, and we just continue to move on. And you can see the market does jump back down. All right, before the news events, there's 4:15, so 4:30. So within these two candles, news did make a little bit of impact. But now here we get another crossover. This is at 6:15. RSI is above 50. Stochastics are trending up. MACD has gone from negative to positive. This is a valid entry. We want to enter at the close of the candle, 59.36. Our stop will be at the most recent swing low at 58.90. And our target again would be at 59.50. Now, it's about 14 pips of potential profit there. It's a little better, not the best scenario for a profit target, but again, we're getting at least 10 pips of potential profit, even factoring in the spread. So that is okay, unlike the other trade before. And again, this closes at 6:30. Our next news event isn't until 10, so plenty of time there. So I'm just going to go ahead and watch the trade. And we get real close here, doesn't quite hit it, but here's where our target is hit at 7:45. Closes right at our target, so I'm just going to go ahead and exit here at 59.50 and jot that in the books, and then we'll just continue to watch the market. And we can see that it does start to head down. There's 9:45, there's the 10 o'clock candle, and the market does drop and continues to drop the rest of the day. Alright, so two trades, two small winners. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Again, also I encourage you to check out the forums, connect with other Cowabunga traders, because it's always best to do it in groups and bounce stuff off of each other, and it's just a lot more fun. So that's it for today's update. Have a great day, and I will see you all on the next one. Cowabunga, dude.